Hello everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Maria Vorostovsky and I'm the founder and CEO of HVO Search. We're an executive search firm working at the intersection of creativity, retail and digital. We help consumer-facing clients find the top executive talent stress-free. So yesterday I hosted a conversation on the Clubhouse app. And if you don't know what it is, think of it as a live podcasting LinkedIn. It's a social network with audio conversation, audio chat, where you can listen to other people's conversations and you can host your own. So I decided to try my own little experiment and brought together my network of founders, CEOs, and thought leaders to talk about the future of work, which is a super fascinating topic to me, especially as the world is changing. The pandemic has resulted in this massive shift in the way that we're working. And what we need from our leaders today is so different to what we needed from them yesterday. So here are my three main takeaways from the conversation yesterday. Number one, leaders need to communicate effectively. The pandemic has changed the way that we work. The spontaneous moments by the water cooler that we used to have are not there anymore. We're working more behind screens. It's much easier to be seen as a number rather than an individual. So what we need from our leaders is to foster those intimate moments, to be able to really see people as individuals. Individuals who have cats or children dropping in front of our screens. We need them to communicate with us with transparency, authenticity, and to be seen as real people that we can connect with. And they need to be able to think differently in how they bring the teams together, especially as we're not working in the physical space any longer. Number two, leaders need to create the space to help us think deeply through the problems. With so much pressure on everyone to innovate and think their way out of this pandemic, we are all experiencing more chronic stress. The to-do list just keeps getting longer and longer and longer. Many of us are chronically stressed and in constant firefighting mode. We need the mind space to be creative and to think deeply through those world problems that we're trying to solve. Number three, leaders must work with more than just one flavor. In the past, leaders have worked with the teams that look very similar to themselves. What has become increasingly important is to be able to inject diversity into every single level of the organization. Diverse teams are more creative, they solve problems better, and they're more resilient. We need leaders who will create this diversity, but also create environments which offer psychological safety, especially to those who don't come from the dominant culture, to be able to speak up and to challenge the status quo. The words that came out during this conversation were trust, truth, compassion, empathy, authenticity. And I found this really fascinating that all these human qualities are what we're really looking for in leaders, which got me thinking about compassionate leadership and what that means in today's world. Join me next week at 12 o'clock UK time on the Clubhouse app to talk about compassionate leadership.